Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing off the LEGO Star Wars Battle of Endor MOC. Let's go. Alright guys, before we start this video, I actually just want to mention that I apologize for this MOC being super dusty. I actually built this a few years ago, and I've just actually never had a chance to show it off, but I thought it's still pretty good building quality, so I wanted to make a video about it. Also, I showed this MOC at BricksLA 2019. You can check out the vlogs on the card there. So yeah, those are some really fun vlogs, and that was actually my first LEGO convention where I showed off a big MOC. So let's get into looking around the whole MOC because there's a lot of cool detail. So let's get into it. So this MOC has 6 green 32 by 32 base plates, and you can see some split lines there because they're all actually pretty separate. So we're just going to start here and move around. So as you can see here, the path is dark tan. We have 2 fallen rebel soldiers there with a 2013 Scout Trooper and a surrendering rebel pilot. Up here there's the Ewok, which is kind of spearing down a Scout Trooper, and another Ewok hiding behind a big rock here. Then there's this big tree with some mushrooms, and behind here is one of my favorite scenes. It's Wicket destroying a stormtrooper with his mates there, and I included lots of cool little blood pieces. So yeah, this tree is built really simplistically, just with some round 2x2 bricks in reddish brown and some leaf pieces. Then as we move up here, there's actually one of my favorite trees on the MOC. It uses this grass stem piece to have these hanging loose branches kind of thing, and yeah, so that's pretty cool. Then we have a little pine tree back here as the path kind of goes up, and then there's Ewok spearing another stormtrooper there. Up here there's a stormtrooper who's been shot, and then here's the advancing Imperial troops. Then coming back around here, you can see we have some mushrooms and a little Imperial planning meeting, so that's kind of cool. And then here are the Imperial reinforcements coming into the battle, and you can see the Duplo and red like brick supports here just to keep it up. You don't have to see the side of the MOC when it's on display really. But I have some modified speeder bikes from the sets, and again, it's pretty dusty there. There's a Ewok hanging on to the Scout Trooper and kind of pushing him off. Then there's another tree here, and C-3PO and R2 hiding back there. And then this is pretty cool. There's a fallen log with the Scout Trooper taking cover behind it, and the rest of the battle's up there. So there's that Scout Trooper crouching behind the fallen log there, and the droids. Then behind this pretty cool Technic-based tree, there's a crashed rebel pilot being helped by this commando medic guy here. And I used the gauze from LEGO City Hospital, so that's pretty cool. And then the train kind of slopes up here. There's a rebel running down, and there's some Ewok archers who've kind of shot this Scout Trooper here. And you can see there's some arrows that kind of missed, but one of them got him. And that uses a 1x1 hollow stud to keep that arrow there. Then there's the archers up there. There's some more rebels running down. Then there's a black Ewok hiding in a fallen log there, so that's pretty neat. And then this kind of whole terrain slopes up this way and up that way to the top of the bunker where there's some more rebels. I'll take a look at that when we look at the front. Back here, the terrain kind of slopes down. And yeah, so there's a few more pine trees around the medic there, and that's actually from the Rogue One Y-Wing. I kind of used that because I really like the design of that medic pack. Then down here, there's some dusty slopes and not perfect rock work since I built it a long time ago. But here's a crashed speeder bike. You can see some smoke coming out, which is pretty cool. And then there's Ewok dragging away a bloody stormtrooper because maybe he like jumped on, or yeah, so that's pretty cool. Then behind here, there's some rebel commandos at this like radio tower, kind of inspired by Star Wars Battlefront. And then you can see one of them has a brick arms gun, so that's pretty cool. And then behind here, there's another shot stormtrooper and some smaller trees kind of coming out of the cliff. And there's a mushroom up there, and then kind of slopes down to a burnt section, which is a little bit inspired by Ethan Network's Endor, including the burning Ewok there. So over here you can see some Imperial helmets on sticks, and those kind of are an Ewok way of saying like, this is our territory, although the Imperials did build a bunker like right there. But anyway, over here there's a stormtrooper being ripped apart by 3 like identical Ewoks here, so I really like that. And then over here there's a flex tube tree, so it's kind of bendy. And then there's an Ewok spearing a stormtrooper down the grass there. And up here there's a tree which is actually inspired by a pirate gift with purchase from a few years ago, and it's on a ball joint so it can kind of move, which is cool. There's another pine tree right up there. And then around here, there's some Ewoks which are beating a stormtrooper, and You walk slicing stormtrooper with an axe, a smaller tree there, and then you can get up to the bunker. Now moving away from this carnage on the battlefield over here, there's a large rock and a cool little overhang with some vines, and this rebel is kind of knocking down a stormtrooper with the butt of his rifle. There's some stormtroopers being attacked over here. There's one also using a brick arms gun, and this is Princess Leia coming out of the bunker with some rebel commandos leading a charge against them. There's kind of stormtroopers laying against the bunker and a newer scout trooper running around. There's some plants down there. You can see here the rebels are all uniquely outfitted for the jungle. They have really cool weapons and faces and stuff. And inside here, there's Han Solo from the Imperial shuttle, and he's kind of breaking in the bunker there, and there's some really cool detail back inside there with the control panel, and on the other side too. And also there are lights in there, which I'll turn on in just a second. You can see there's some mud on the floor, and there's an alien rebel, the sniper, taking some shots at the stormtroopers over there. And up here, there's some more rebels. There's one hiding behind a tree about to throw his thermal detonator. And then there's some rebels running up there. And then there's this guy shooting a rocket all the way down at them. I really like that effect. And he used to have a light in him showing the rocket at BricksLA. So now let me show turning on the lights in the bunker. So guys, thank you so much for watching my original Big Mock. The cinematic will be out in the next few weeks, and stay tuned for more. Bye.